Let me just make sure we're recording. Oh, we are. I just wanted another kiss. Okay, here we go.
Maybe then we don't have to repeat everything on the list.
Yes.
Again. I mean the song.
Yeah.
Oh, again, and
Are we really flowing or are we projecting?
where now? Look.
Fast, 6, 7, 8. Hi everybody, how's
Hi
it going?
everybody, how it's going? As you can see, we're having a lot of fun.
A lot of fun and magical moments over the last few days especially. And there was a thought that was trickling down that
Trickling down.
that we have talked about our retreat, but we're, I think, very shy about it. We just put it out there. We put some newsletters. Our mom was writing about it, but we never really said We never really.
You're neverly.
We really never sat down to actually explain, first of all, what this whole retreat is about and what can you expect about the setting in the retreat as well. And so we want to share some of these insights that were coming over the last few days of what we are sensing this whole retreat is going to be about, and what do you want to start with the venue? I'm sensing you want to start with the venue and talk about Biltmore.
Actually, you're right, because the thought came in that I would like to start trying to remember and express the first sensation I had when I actually entered to the Biltmore. We had some friends, beautiful friends from San Diego.
Our
Hi,
Leanne and Ben, we love you.
We love you. Visiting Miami, and they invited us to the Biltmore, and we've never been. And as soon as I got in, I felt, oh my God, I want to do a retreat here. We want to do a Weola retreat here. We looked at each other, we sensed the same vibe. And the beauty about this is that its setting is surrounded by beautiful plants, tropical plants, there are birds, there are iguanas, and although it's a very family-oriented resort, it's almost like the setting gets people to be very calm, peaceful, so there's not a lot of noise, much noise other than nature itself.
Yeah, it's very conducive environment for one to relax, to ease up, and to get into the receptive mode. More like you get more perceptive when you're on the premises of it. And we brought, after some of our smaller retreats, few people in, and they were like, oh my gosh, this is it. And we followed the excitement, and we know that even though you may have not signed up just yet, you are bringing this on because we all are collaborating and co-creating all of our experiences together. So we're super excited to see who else shows up for the event. It's definitely a setting where you can have some of the big life-changing shifts. You can have paradigm shifts. You can have reality and timeline shifts. It kind of puts you in a, I don't know, for me there is a vibe of like roaring 20s when the hotel was created to begin with. There is this vibe of wonderful Miss America events that were organized at that time. There is a vibe of like big crowd, but also a little nostalgia about the wonderful, relaxing, easy times. There is also like this little mythical vibe on a pool, right? With the statues that Armand likes to touch their butt. Well, I too. We're just playing with this all the time.
Yeah, it's Greek-inspired goddesses and gods. And the funny part about this is that you really feel like you are God as you walk the premises, because the staff, they all look like engineers, but at the same time, the service is so friendly and loose up in it's not stiff, you know, like usually like you would think like everyone is like, no, you know, it's a beautiful mutuality between guests and people who work there and provide the service. And also I really like this vibe of magic, because it looks a little bit like Harry Potter's
Oh my gosh,
Hogwarts
like it's like you walked
School
into
of Magic.
Yeah, it's like you walked into the you know, the first scene in a first movie when they walk into the big like hallway. That's how it feels. They even have like little birds over there that are welcoming you, and it's also super new, renovated. Actually, only a few years ago they did a big renovation. The vibe that Arman was talking about is also because the family that's been running this over the last 20-30 years, they got to run this business for like, they got a 100-year lease on this wonderful property. And this sense of being taken care of, like you're taken care of by the member of your family, it's very transparent everywhere. Yeah, the restaurant vibe also adds to it. For me, it looks like it's more like, it felt for me like, even though I've never been to these parts of Spain, Arman wants to take me there, but it felt to me like this, you know, more like an old town Spanish kind of little square.
Well, it's a colonial slash Mexican slash Spanish style, you know, and also it has a vibe of Italy. In fact, the restaurant itself, it's Italian.
There you go. Never
Yes.
paid attention, but yeah. Oh, no, now I do when you say I did have quite some
Remember
times.
the menus? How
The
many
pasta
times we had
gnocchis
there?
and
Gnocchis, of course.
lasagna,
Italy.
Yeah.
Anyways, and so the combination of that with the workshop itself, which is set into, you know, so people can fly in on Friday morning, so you won't miss anything, and then fly out on Sunday evening. So
Yeah, if you want
have
to-
like
if you
just
want-
a long weekend.
Yeah, if you want to
like-
be in and out, you can. It can be just like a weekend experience, or you can come in a few days before and after.
So we're gonna have 9 hours in total of Weola workshop, you know, the setting, you know, and the power of the group. So you can ask any question important to you, and the energy exchange is just happening, you know, simultaneously. As soon as you enter, you can sense the empowering of that.
Yes, and there is another thing that's been roaming around, and then I feel very comfortable now making a big deal about it. This is the first ever, and there can only be one first ever, the first ever open event where we're opening this up for the bigger group of people, and there is room for anyone who is interested in the vibes of big creating, the vibes of soothing if that's what you need at the moment, the vibes of building confidence, the vibes of luxury, which is Arman's favorite, well, now mine too over the last 8 years, I have to admit, Mr. Hedonist over here. So it is this whole the whole vibe that comes from, you know, there is a subtle difference between leaving somewhere so you can avoid any kind of contrast or even like feeling of discomfort or pain, and moving towards the pleasure. And this is really what this whole event feels like. It feels like making that subtle distinction so you can make even like a quantum leap. We are experiencing these ourselves
Right now, yes.
and we know that you can teach, or you can present, or you can include others only in that which you are experiencing yourself. And so it for sure will be, for anyone who comes in, a springboard for anything that it's next, or anything that it's next big for you. And we're super, super excited to have you and to host you.
Yeah, and since it's in Miami, also I was inspired for the dinner to a little bit of salsa dancing.
Oh,
and
yes.
Yeah, since I don't know if some of the guests already know how to dance or know a few steps, but I'm gonna be hosting a dance class, a salsa dance class, you know, so we can be ready and do some movements, you know, together and just dance. dance,
Well, also we're gonna dance because
dance, dance, dance.
we're gonna do that.
Dance.
And
Dance.
dance.
And shake it, 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 shake it.
Do you see how I wanted to get serious for a second and he threw me off completely immediately with his funness? Also, we're celebrating my birthday. My birthday is just about a week before. Did you forget that we're celebrating my birthday?
No, but don't come for his birthday.
Yeah, don't come just for my birthday, but that's just like a nice little bonus as a cherry on top.
Yes. Well, we're actually gonna go and visit the property, you know, within the next 2 days, so actually you can see what we're talking about. But
Is that it for now? That feels like for it for now.
yeah, I think that you guys got the vibe, and you're just going to love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Music up, music up,
Music up,
music
okay.
up. Da 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 ba ba. Da la la ba boom boom boom. Da-da. Mi vida. Da, da, da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Well, that was for sure the most fun of all.
Yes.